Hi guys, I'm Nina. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I do videos on motherhood and homemaking, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top must-have essential items for the age range of 6 to 12 months. If you guys have been following along, then you will know I did a newborn baby essentials video, which I will link down below. And now I'm going to be sharing with you the next stage, which is the 6 to 12 month range. I have a toddler and I also have an 8-month-old right now, so I do feel like I'm pretty experienced with what items you actually need and will actually use. If you follow my page, you also know that I have more of a minimalistic view on things that you need. I'm going through a whole process right now of just decluttering and creating more space in my house. So I'm not going to share with you guys a list of 100 things that you need for your 6 to 12 month olds, because it's just not true. You don't need a million things, but I am going to share my favorites, items that we use every day, and items that really help with having a 6 to 12 month old that I would consider essential items. If you are a new mom, or maybe you're having another baby and it's your second time around, or maybe you're working on creating your registry, or you're looking for something that you can gift a friend, then this video is for you. Don't feel like just because I am talking about the 6 to 12 month age, this isn't a good video for if you are planning your registry. I would highly suggest picking things out for your registry that you can use long term. So even as they get older, I think one of the mistakes that new moms make is putting things on your registry that are only for the first 0 to 3 months of your baby's life. And then after that, you get to the next stage and you're like, oh my goodness, I don't have any of these other items that I need. So I would definitely suggest considering these items and what items you're going to need pretty much for the first year of your baby's life if you are working on your registry or trying to figure out what you need for your little one. So I am going to jump right in and let's get started with the items that you need for a 6 to 12 month old baby. So the first thing that I'm going to say is teethers. Baby teethers are definitely a must-have item when it comes to that 6 to 12 month age range. My little one started teething right around that 6-month range and she has not stopped since. And teethers that are silicone, like this one, that are easy to use. This one I can pop right into the sterilizer. I can boil it, or I can just do a quick wash if I need to, and it's really soothing for her teeth. I have a lot of silicone ones like this. I would also suggest getting one that you can easily attach onto a stroller or a car seat for when you're on the go. You can have a teether ready for whenever your little one needs something to nibble or chew on. Right now, my little one likes to put everything in her mouth, so I try to make sure that teethers are readily available so she will go to and put those things in her mouth versus putting items that could be choking hazards in her mouth instead. Continuing on from teethers, the next major category I would say of things that you need in this age range is feeding items. So at the 6-month-ish range is usually when you will start feeding your little one. You can do it however you decide to do it. No matter how you decide to do it, you're still going to need some feeding essentials. We decided to go the baby-led weaning route, but we also do some purees, so I feel like some of the items that you need are similar no matter what type of feeding you decide to do with your little one. So the first thing that you need is a high chair, somewhere for them to eat. There are lots of different kinds of high chairs, but I'll show you and link down below which one is my favorite. If you're looking for an affordable one, IKEA has a great one that is super easy to clean. We use the Orabelle baby high chair just because that's something that was gifted to us and we love it. It's been super helpful, super easy to clean and take apart and get into all the nooks and crannies. And I would say that is something that you need to think about when choosing a high chair for little ones, is more than how it looks aesthetically. You have to think about, is it functional for cleaning? Because pretty much every mealtime there is some sort of mess to clean up. So I would definitely suggest getting a high chair that not just looks cute aesthetically, but actually makes sense and is easy to wipe down and clean after every meal. The next obvious feeding item is a bib of some sorts. I have two favorites that I will show you if you're looking for something that's a little bit on the pricier, more aesthetic side. I would definitely suggest the Gather bib. This one is so beautiful. I love it. It's super easy to clean and super cute. They have some good gender neutral colors, so I've used this one for our toddler and also our little one. And then Amazon also has some other silicone bibs as well. I would definitely suggest getting one that has a pocket that can catch things. And you can see this pocket, it kind of sticks out, so it's not stuck here where like the food falls and it misses it. The food actually falls in here, and it just makes the cleanup a little bit easier. But you're gonna need a few bibs that you can swap out. I also keep a bib in our diaper bag, so if we're ever on the go and I need to give her something to eat, I can easily pop it on her and pop it off and take it with us. And then of course you are going to need some sort of plate or bowl. I would definitely suggest getting one that is a suction, so that way it's not easy for your little one to pull it off and throw it on the floor. I love the Easy Peasy brand ones. They also usually have like a cup and a spoon that comes with it. I will say don't break your bank for utensils, especially like spoons and the cup and things like that. I think these we got at the dollar store, and I use these just as much as my Easy Peasy baby spoon and baby fork that comes with this set. So definitely get what's in your budget, but as long as the plate is something that suctions, I would say the utensils and the cup don't matter as much. I would also suggest getting a container for your snacks. So there are a few different brands that I love that I will link down below. Again, it really just depends on your budget. You can get something at the dollar store that holds little baby teething snacks that you can take with you on the go, or you can get something a little bit fancier like that. I'm probably going to say it wrong, but the Mushie brand. But those are really cute and really good quality. I love getting things that are just like the silicone fill, that are more neutral colors and that are easy to clean and take with you on the go as well. The last item that I would say and falls under the feeding category is a mat. So again, I love the Gather mat. It's a super easy to clean leather wipeable mat that I put under the high chair, so that way when my little one is eating, as things fall, I just scoop up the mat when we're all done, I wipe it down, and that is it. I put it back down. But you can find a different mat. I'll link another one from Amazon as well that can go under the high chair, just to make the process of cleaning up and feeding a little bit easier for you. The next baby item that I would say is essential for this age is a baby monitor. Particularly, I love the InVideo baby monitor, and this is the age where your little one will usually start transitioning from sleeping in the bassinet in your room to their own room or their own crib. And a baby monitor is essential for helping you as a parent to have peace of mind with that transition. It is a major milestone to transition your baby into their crib, and everybody does it at their own age and in their own way. You have to do what's best for you, but I highly suggest the InVideo baby monitor to assist with that transition. There is an app that you can download onto your phone. You can also use it on tablet, iPad, any sort of electronic device. It can also connect to Alexa if you have an Alexa, and you can see on there your baby's sleep patterns, which is super helpful because, for example, for us, I was trying to figure out what time would be a good time to give my little one her bottle during the night, because she does still take a feeding at night, and I was able to track her sleep patterns via the InVideo app using the baby monitor to see what time she was consistently waking up at, to see what time she was hungry during the night. So I was able to come up with a better schedule of feeding her during the night and get her on a good sleep schedule and routine. Another feature that I love about this baby monitor is that it has a cry detection and analysis. So immediately if your baby starts crying or also starts coughing, it will actually send you a notification to alert you that your baby is crying or coughing. I think that one thing I struggle with is being nervous that if my baby wakes up or is crying and I'm in a deep sleep, I won't necessarily hear the baby or be able to respond to the baby. But thankfully with this monitor, it gives me the peace of mind that if she starts crying, I will be alerted via the app on my phone. It will also alert you if there is any motion going on in the room. You can change it to different settings of what you want alerts for, and it can also tell you if there is a drastic change in temperature. I know temperature is a big thing, especially when it comes to SIDS and for little ones, so I definitely want to be able to see what the temperature is in my little one's room and be alerted if there's any changes in the temperature. That also gives me peace of mind throughout the night while my little one is sleeping, that the room won't get too cold or too hot without me knowing. Some other features that I love about this baby monitor is that it comes in 1080 full HD quality. There's night vision. You can even play white noise through the baby monitor. The monitor automatically determines whether the baby is sleeping or not and presents daily reports of sleeping and waking times without me needing to check the video feed to manually find out. Again, a baby monitor is something that you use every single day, probably even multiple times per day if you're putting your little one down to nap in their room, and then also at night. So I would suggest getting one that is a good quality, one that you know is going to help give you peace of mind, since this is an item that you're going to be using all the time, probably more than a lot of other baby items. Thank you so much to InVideo Baby Monitor for sponsoring today's video. I will link the product down below so you can check them out for yourself and add it to your baby registry. So the next item might sound a little basic and obvious, but it is something that gets overlooked, and that is baby pajamas. I feel like I made this mistake with my first little one of stocking up on pajamas for that first few months, like 0 to 3 range, and then 3 to 6 month range. But then when it got to the 6-month mark, I realized that I had hardly any pajamas that still fit my little one. And I would say you need even more pajamas at this stage because they are actually moving around and you actually need to keep up with washing them a little bit more than in that 0 to 3 month range. I suggest making sure that you have a good amount of pajamas for the 6 to 12 month range, depending on how often you wash clothes. I like having at least 4 pajamas for each age range, and that helps me to get through the week without feeling like I need to constantly be washing their pajamas and feeling overwhelmed with keeping up with that amount of laundry. I like having a few extras on hand. In the sleep category, I would also say a baby sleep sack. It's still an essential part of the baby items that you need. At this age, it might be a little bit different because you will need a sleep sack or swaddle that the baby is able to roll over in, since usually at this age, babies are starting to roll over. Our little one still doesn't roll over at night, so we are using the Merlin sleep suit, and this thing works wonders for her. It helps with that baby reflex of moving around and waking themselves up in the middle of the night. I call her the Pillsbury Doughboy when she's in this because she just looks so cute and squishy, like a little marshmallow. I could just like eat her every night. But I love this sleep suit. It works really well with keeping her staying asleep and keeping her comfortable at night. At this stage, I would suggest getting some sort of pull to stand toy or a box toy that your little one can start practicing pulling themselves up on. I feel like a toy is important in this area versus like a table or something that is not baby safe that they can fall over and hurt themselves on. I would suggest getting a pull to stand toy. Some of my favorites are the walker toys as well as the box toys that have different sides with things that they can play on. I am not the person to tell you that you need 50 or even 20 different baby toys. I feel like babies will play with whatever is in front of them, whether that's a hairbrush or a book or any item that is in front of them. You don't need to get them 100 toys at this age. They will just play with a few things and they will play with the same things over and over again. But I think a pull to stand toy really helps with their development and helps get them going for walking. A toy that I would suggest getting is a car safe toy. Now at this age, when we go on trips and when we're in the car, my little one does want something to play with or to fidget with, whereas before when they were younger, a lot of times they just fall asleep when they're in the car seat in the car. At this age, my my little one is aware, and she will get bored if she is just sitting there in the car, and then she will start crying. So having a toy that is safe for the car seat, and they do have specific toys that are safe for the car seat. I wouldn't suggest just using any toy. You should use one that is safe in case you were to ever get in an accident, that is specifically made for the car. Having a car safe toy helps with transitioning and with traveling and going places in the car without your little one getting fussy or bored. The toy items that we love and use the most often are anything that is a sensory toy, anything that is something that my little one can feel and touch and play with and even put in her mouth. And then also stackers. She has a stacker with rings on it, and we use this toy every single day. She is starting to kind of put it together and even just playing with it and grabbing it, and she plays with it in her own way. And so I would suggest getting a stacker or anything that has some sort of sensory item to it. Those are my baby essentials for the 6 to 12 month age range. I hope that you found this video helpful to you. If there's an item that you feel like I missed, let me know down below what it is that your little one loves at this age range. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a like. It really helps my channel, and subscribe to follow along for more motherhood and lifestyle content. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.